If you want to eat my builds, join my Discord, link in the description. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the review. To be seeing which AI can make the best overall PVE build. First up, we got ChatGPT's build. 35 strength, 35 fortitude, 20 agility, 20 willpower, 30 heavy, 15 frost. Then post shrine, we got 55 strength, 55 fortitude, 25 agility, 30 willpower, 100 heavy, and 60 frost. So this build is probably going to be pretty good. So next up, we got Google Gemini. We got 40 strength pre-shrine, 100 fortitude pre-shrine, 25 agility, 20 willpower, 25 charisma, with 0 heavy. Oh brother, 0 heavy but 100 post shrine. Okay, 100 heavy post shrine, 25 charisma, 40 willpower, 25 agility, 100 fortitude, and 40 strength. This is gonna be really annoying to prog. And it says to go blind seer for the oath. So for these builds, I'm gonna be using the same kit, but for the Gemini build, I'm gonna be using an Evan Spear. Okay, so we get the Grok build. See, Grok was too dumb to make a Shrine of Order build, so we did a no shrine, the Ironclad Enforcer. He said to go Chain Warden. I'm not getting Chain Warden, to be real. I will use the Enforcer X. So he wants us to go 25 Strength, 65 Fortitude, 25 Agility, 50 Willpower, 25 Charisma, 75 Heavy, 65 Iron. So we're gonna be getting level 4 Iron Sandwiches and 75 Heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Frost Rod will be the best build, and then second the Iron Sing, and then last place would be the Attunementless. We're gonna be testing these builds in various bosses and dungeons, such as Diluvian, Chaser, and Ethiron. And I'm gonna be ranking them 1 through 10 on how much fun they are, how good they are, and how hard they were to prog. Alright, let's get into it.
Alright, first we're gonna start with the ChatGPT build. So I'm probably gonna start with Ice Flock and then Frozen Servants. So let's go ahead and start Chaser. Actually, no damage. I'm gonna be waiting till my Frozen Services is off CD to break the last jar. Hopefully I don't get hit. Or now that the last jar is broken, he should fall down. ChatGPT really cooked with this one. This shit does no damage. Only 3 cycle with Doom and Despair. Like a lot, I thought ChatGPT's build would do a lot better since it was Frost, but because our Frost isn't very good, but damage multiplayers. But he is dead, so ChatGPT builds at 3 cycle. Let's go on to Ethiron. Though that we're at Ethiron, let's hope we do less than 3 cycles. Because that Chaser was actually horrible. But I doubt it. Damage isn't looking too bad, probably a 2 cycle. Oh, actually 1 cycle. Alright, so it's 1 cycle Ethiron and 3 cycle Chaser. That's not that bad. Also thought it'd be probably 2 or 3 cycle. Alright, we're in Diluvian now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I said Enmity. Clearly the Iron Symbol is gonna win. So I'm not gonna do Enmity, I'm just gonna do Chaser, Ethiron, and Diluvian. I think the Ice Bow will do the best. But who knows, maybe the Attunementless will surprise me. That's some good damage on the ice marches. I'm also going to be using the same kit on every build, so it's just going to be this mushroom hat with the Enforcer X with Vamp. Rust grab is really good for the iframes that you get, so I'm gonna be using that. Alright, that's wave 20 cleared. For insurance. Okay. Don't take very much damage. That's good. Going like this way. I'm gonna create. I just wanted this go back down. Alright, wave 22 cleared. Enforced Axe and Pale Barrier are really good for Diluvian. Is the crit. I just put a vampirism on it. And the crit side armor. Okay, I'm looking for a grab a lot. Might make a build with it. Who knows? Around wave 25, 2 boundaries. Just focus one of the boundaries. I will kill him. Maybe pull up my Christmas hat. This boundary one dead. I'm gonna go over to this one. Popeye's flock. That's good. And it's dead. Or the build is really good on Diluvian, so I'll give that to it. Might not be good at Chaser, but at least it's good at Diluvian and ethiron.
I'm going to give the ChatGPT build a 7 for fun, a 7.5 for how good it is, and progression is relatively easy, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, on to the Grok build. Alright,
now we're in the Grok build. Let's see how this goes. Probably gonna place metal turrets down right here and start it up. I think this build might one cycle if the turrets don't mess up. Oh, I missed. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we're cooked. Oh yeah, I was way off. Okay. That's probably gonna be a 2 or 3 cycle once again. I think if you have max log stones, it'll work really well. But I don't have log stones on mine. And okay. Wow, just barely didn't make it. This is gonna be another 3 cycle. I think this build will deal less damage than the last one on ethiron. Go ahead and finish him off real quick. Now that Chaser's dead, I'm gonna get into ethiron. Now that we're in ethiron, I'm gonna see if we 1 or 2 cycle. Probably 1 cycle, because we've done a good chunk of damage from when he slammed his arm down. He slammed his arm like 3 times this run. Gonna get my middle turrets out. 0 log stones, Fem Sigma. Yeah, middle turrets do really good damage. So once again, it's 2 to 3 cycle on Chaser and 1 cycle ethiron. I'll go ahead and say it's a 1 or 2 cycle. Probably go 2, because if you actually modify your metal turrets like you're supposed to, then you build a 2 cycle usually. Alright, now that we're in Diluvian, we're gonna see how well the Grok build does. Realistically, it should do slightly worse than the other build, the Frost Drop one. The Enforcer X crit works really well with Iron Sing, because it procs the Scrap Singer Artisan Blades. You never really have the time to pop metal turrets in here. Except for maybe at the start of rounds. I don't really feel like it. And then fully missed the crit. That's nice. Like Iron Sing builds that it's really boring to use. I find Frost a lot more fun. I'm just getting tossed around. Enforcers are so annoying, they just kick you away every time I crit. Should just be able to kill them easily. Chase this guy down. Got the last boundary. Alright, that's wave 25 complete.
For the Grok build score, I'm gonna give it a 3 for fun. For progging, I'm gonna give it a 4. It's pretty easy to prog, but it's also really tedious. And for functionality, it gets like a 6.5. It does pretty good in Ethiron and Diluvian, but it's not better than the Frost one, so onto the Gemini build.
Alright, now that we're at Chaser on the Gemini build, I decided to go my Evan Spear because I was too lazy to get my other kit. We're gonna start off with an Onslaught. How much damage it does. Actually nothing, I probably should have just Spine Cut. I didn't get many chain stacks either. I'm like half chains right now. And Taunting Sightless Beam. Well, I would have done more damage if I actually just used my mantras. Sightless Beam is so gutted. Holy. Oh, Sightless Beam actually only does a bar now. That's crazy. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be another 3 cycle for Chaser. I'm gonna go ahead and not do an Ethiron because it's just a waste of time. This build's already gonna 1 cycle with just the Evan Spear alone. But so I can grip him actually. Okay. I guess. Alright, now that we're in Diluvian, let's go ahead and start it up. I didn't realize it, but Sightless Beam is actually so heavily nerfed like after that update. still does alright damage, but it's not crazy like it used to be. Go ahead and just align all the weapons and Silas Beam. One shots them all. Yeah, Silas Beam's still pretty good. Run around, pop Silas Beam. Also, it's pretty good. Wave 23. I'm just gonna use my Silas Beam. It's a bouncy castle, I guess. Oh, the widow should just die easily. Yeah. Yeah, that's wave 25 cleared.
Alright, the score I give the Gemini build is fun. It's like a 5.5. For functionality, it's like a 6. And then to prog it, I'm gonna put it at a 2. This build was actually disgusting to prog, because it went 0 pre-shrine and 100 post-shrine on heavy. Overall, the build I had the most fun on, and is the best, would be the Frost Shot build, which ChatGPT wins. Alright, that's it. See ya.